Hello, I'm your host, Leonard Duncan. Welcome to a new episode of ATV-TALK and Motorsports Podcast. Please join us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We bring you interviews with industry professionals, live events, live news about the motorsports industry in every episode. Enjoy the show. Kinsey Osborn, welcome back to ATV Talk. How are you, young lady?
I'm pretty good, Leonard. How are you?
I'm doing good. Which hand do you put rings on?
None. As of right now.
Okay, well, when you
Usually
start
a mix of
putting
both.
championship rings on, it's going to get a little heavy with 4.
They don't really give out rings though. Other than the Jeremiah Pleasure Valley Raceway ATV National, they gave out a ring, and that was the first time I've received one, which is really cool.
That's outstanding. But, you know, championship trophies, rings, belts, it's all kind of the same. They do get a little heavy after a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't really do anything but put them on the shelf. I know my dad's struggling to find some shelf space, but
That's, you know what? I hope he struggles for many, many years to come. I wanted to ask your opinion about the year. It wasn't a normal year for you. Usually the last 3, you've kind of ran away and hid from everybody. And this year
yeah.
you had some tough competition.
Yeah, for sure. I've been fortunate to have the competition that I did. And at the same time, it was a very stressful year. It really pushed me mentally, I would say. I can't speak for my dad, but I bet it stressed him out even more. Not only the competition aspect of it, but this year we just happened to also have a lot more things go wrong with the quad, mostly in like practice sessions, and it kind of limited my ability to practice sometimes. Yeah, I've just been breaking stuff all season compared to last year. Not sure why. Maybe it's because just more hours on the bike. But yeah, it was definitely a way more difficult and challenging season this year for sure.
Do you think it could have anything to do with the fact that you're getting faster?
Uh, well, he's actually started yelling at me this year for like not shifting as much because I mean, to be fair, I think I blew 3 engines this season. And I did start like when I was practicing my track being more mindful of my shifting and not like because I like to rev it. I like to keep it high rev, especially coming out of the turns. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's just been a stressful season and he's just been even more stressed than I was. But
Well, growth always comes with a little bit of uncomfortableness, so you gotta figure that out.
yeah. Yeah, definitely won't be rev bombing anymore. At least not on my track when he can hear me. When it's just me out there.
When it's just you, it's okay.
No, I'm saying like when it's just me riding out there, he can hear it more than he could if I was in a practice group with a bunch of people.
Well, you
But
also rode in the 450A class.
yeah.
Is there a correlation possibly with a pro sport debut coming?
Um, Most likely not, just because of WMX being on Saturday, both motos, and Pro Sport is as well. I feel like I would be able to do it maybe if they were on opposite ends of the race order, but they're typically not. Usually Pro Sport is like 1 or 2 motos after WMX. Um, I feel like I could do 4 motos in a day. I did it when I raced my first year actually, or no, it was my second year racing WMX. I also raced Open B and 450B, but that was a lot for those Saturdays having 4 motos. And Pro Sport's way more challenging than 450B, obviously. So I don't know. I mean, if they were to move the race order, I would definitely think about it. But for now, I'll probably just stick with A. Because I mean, the competition doesn't get easier as the years go. I feel like there's always faster guys moving in and out of 450A. It might be even faster class than last year than it was this year.
And you ended up 4th for the year.
Yeah, just by a hair, actually. I didn't know it was me and Landon Corn, fighting for that fourth place spot. And I'll get into the story in a little bit, but last year it was almost the same scenario between me, Vince Dillon, and Jack Van Barrick for fourth place. But I ended up losing by like a couple points and got sixth. Like we were all so close. But yeah, thankfully it worked out in my favor this year.
Well, I don't think it was luck. I mean, you have to put yourself in a position to get that spot and to score those points. So, I mean, you had to have done something right.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd improved this year in 450A at least a little bit. But at the same time, Landon Corn, everyone knows he's a fast rider. He's a good rider. I think I got a little lucky in the sense that he was unlucky this season with some crashes and just a couple like little blips happening. Uh, he's kind of had bad luck, and I've just been more consistent, I guess is the word. So I guess that's how it worked out.
I know that the 2025 season just ended. Is there anything new on the horizon for 26 for you? Maybe a new machine, maybe a blue
Uh,
machine?
no, not a blip machine. I actually, that's the one thing I know for sure is we're not switching to the Yamaha, but I mean, I just moved into college. I mean, as soon as the race weekend ended, I've kind of checked out mentally. I went the morning after the race weekend at like 3 a.m. Me and my sisters and mom left for the airport and we went to New York City for a few days and then I moved into school and it's just been pretty busy moving through, finishing out the summer. I feel like I haven't gave it much thought to next year. I mean, I am racing, but I haven't given it much thought as to what all is going on because I just all the stress from this season. I just don't want to think about it right now. Wait till I've had a couple months to kind of decompress and get back into the school life here. But yeah, I wish I could tell you more.
Is school less stressful than racing?
Right now it is. Yeah. I just have my first day of classes right today. So, but I do have a heavy course load this fall semester specifically, so it's definitely gonna pick up. But yeah, I did it on purpose. Have my heavier load in the fall, so it's not as bad in the spring.
Do you, do any of your college professors know that you're a professional athlete?
No, they have so many students. I mean, I do try to make a relationship with my professors, but I mean, they can barely remember who you are half the time. So I don't really bother. I mean, last year I would like send emails like, "Hey, I'm not going to be in class." Like if I had to make up, for example, an exam. So I told them I'll be out of state for a motocross race, but they don't really ask questions about it. They're just like, "Oh, have fun, good luck, or whatever." I don't think they. So no, to answer your question, they don't know.
I just kind of figured that they would take some kind of interest. They must not even care.
Yeah, I guess not. They're busy people, but I get it.
Well, do you think that Emma's going to come back next year?
Uh, I think I think she's more likely to than not. Um, I don't really know much about it. I mean, I feel like she kind of probably wants to keep it secret, kind of like to build suspense, I guess. So, I mean, I don't really know. I would say she is most likely,
She
if I
does
had to
have
guess.
another professional career. Um,
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, like what time of the year they go, or I don't know how that conflicts.
I believe it's a, I could be screwing this up. If I am, I apologize to everyone knows, but it's a, you train all year for one event that lasts X number of days. And that is usually would be during your ATV-MX series, but they have to train body parts and with weights that are totally different than what you would want to train for to race an ATV.
Yeah. Um, I would definitely not be able to do that. I don't know if I'd have the patience to do that just for one competition. That sounds really difficult at the same time. A lot of patience and discipline, it sounds like, which I mean, obviously she has that. Um, but yeah, good for her. I mean, I hope her next season, I don't know if they call it a season or competition, goes well for her. Yeah, wish nothing but good luck to her.
I think she lost some muscle mass to race the ATV. But she probably would have lost a little bit of not being able to train the same way with her injury. But
I
yeah,
mean,
I don't know.
that's what comes with it if you choose to commit to something like that.
Right. I haven't heard from Tegan if she's going to come back next year. I know Olivia's going to come back.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard rumors about Tegan being done. I didn't really find that out either from her.
I reached out once and I didn't get a response. I'll have to reach out some more. I would
Yeah.
love for that class to get more and more girdles, ladies, whatever, come and race it. I just want it to grow. I want you guys to get to the level of the pro men. And I
Yeah.
understand they lost 5 heavy hitters this year, so that's
Oh yeah.
kind of scary.
Yeah. Well, next year, I don't know if you know, but there will be a really fast girl moving up to WMX next year, Lily Plaza.
I've heard, but I don't know enough to even bring it up, which I rely on you for.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. I mean, I'm good friends with Lily. I talk with her all the time, especially this season more. She's definitely, yeah, she'll definitely be a contender for sure. I joke with her about like, oh, her beating me next year, which I mean might easily happen. I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see, which I mean, yeah, I don't want to get beat, but at the same time, I mean, if she beats me, I told her something like that, I would be really proud of her. So yeah, next season will definitely not be an easy one either.
do you think that this year changed your outlook on being a champion?
I think it just changed my mindset on a lot of things, but yes, it's given me a way different perspective compared to previous years. I mean, I thought like, man, like if like me a year, even a year ago, 2 years ago, if my younger self like knew that I would like lose at all in the future years, like I would probably freak out and think it's the end of the world. But after going through this season, I mean, yeah, I made it out on top at the end, but I did lose. I did lose a few times. Um, and I think I kind of needed that, honestly. I think I needed to lose and not say know how it feels to lose because I did lose to the guys and still do, but I mean, I think losing helps shape character more than winning does. So I think I needed to experience that and just seeing all perspectives to the sport this past season, all the ups and downs. I don't know, it's really made me realize how like it made me realize more about myself and I learned a lot more about who I am and how I react to certain things and situations. Especially some of like the drama here on the track and stuff. But besides that, like now I don't think it's the end of the world if I lose. I'm kind of just like, okay, like it'd be nice if I won, but at the same time, if I don't, like the world's gonna keep spinning, like I have all these other things in my life. So yeah, just that kind of perspective I've learned.
Do you think the drama was between you and Emma or and the fans from the both sides?
See, at first it was simply just the fans, and we don't necessarily have drama, but it's just like the things she says, not directly at me, but it like subtly, like indirectly shades me. I don't know how to put it into words, and I don't know if she means it that way, but like I don't get on Facebook to see the things that are said. the only way I even hear about it is people come up to me saying, "Oh, did you hear that she said this or whatever?" And there's a few examples I could give, but I don't really want to like make that the topic of this podcast.
Understood.
Yeah.
I
So
just
I don't have anything
I think
against
the
her,
outside.
but I just sometimes I feel like I'm the older one in this situation when she's almost double my age. So
Are you looking for the best suspension technology for your sport ATV? Look no further than Elka Suspension, the industry leader in sport ATV suspension technology. With championship wins in prestigious events such as the Dakar Rally, Score, Best in the Desert, ATV MX, Cross Country, and Works, Elka Suspension has established itself as the go-to choice for athletes and enthusiasts alike. But they don't just stop at ATVs. They're constantly expanding into new markets, including UTVs, trucks, SUVs, pit bikes, snowmobiles, and more. Their commitment to innovation and quality means they're always looking to improve and adapt so you can enjoy a smooth ride wherever you go. Want to learn more about what Elka Suspension can do for you? Visit their website at elkasuspension.com or give them a call at 450-655-4855. They will always be happy to answer your questions and help you find the perfect suspension solution for your needs. I think it's the outside forces agitating both sides, creating drama.
yeah, it very well could be. I could just be interpreting it wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to say she's a bad person or anything like that. So I know the Facebook warriors will take that and run with it.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about keyboard warriors. It a
Yeah.
lot of times it's better just to shut them off and move on because it's not
Yeah,
going
it's
to do
the
you any
people who
good.
don't even ride quads too.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. A lot of that goes on.
hmm
You have firsthand knowledge of a lot of things because your dad just happens to be probably the best promoter in the ATV industry, hands down.
Yeah.
What did you think about stepping up the game again and live streaming the event?
Live streaming what? Sorry, I'm cut out.
He was live, he live streamed the event.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought that was awesome. I mean, Pleasure Valley did that too, and they did that last year as well. But I didn't even know he was doing it until like Saturday, like race day, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool. And I know my boyfriend Miles, he appreciated it because he at the time of the race was stuck in fall camp for football, so he couldn't make it out, and he watched on that live stream. So he liked being
Wait a
able to
minute.
not only hear the announcers, but also see the race.
You wait a second. We got to back up here. I mean, your dad didn't tell you the boys were bad news.
No, my dad stays out of that stuff. He actually,
Okay, well, your mom didn't
I
tell
think
you.
he likes my boyfriend. He
Okay.
doesn't have a reason not to.
Well, being a father of three daughters, I'm anti-boyfriend.
I think my dad learned, not only with this, but like with a lot of things, he just kind of like keeps his mouth shut. My mom gives her opinion more than my dad. So,
It's kind of a dad thing. We just stand back in the background and just look angry all the time, and it
oh
just
yeah, he does that perfectly. He's actually pro in that category.
yeah. I kind of got the same T-shirt. It works. The live stream though, if they were to do a show and live stream it, the four classes, this is always a negotiation because the topic comes up, is the four classes that they would pick to base the show on is the pro class, the pro-am class, and the WMX class. We're kind of always throwing out that fourth class, whether it be pro sport or making a open pro-am class. What do you think your opinion would be?
You mean, I think I'm a little confused what you mean here. You mean like live broadcasting those classes or
Yes. Yes.
so we can't do all four? You mean I'm sorry, I don't know why. I'm like slow
Okay.
today
What we
after a
would,
long day.
it's okay. And I probably did a bad job of explaining it. So if we were going to build a show and live stream 4 classes,
Yeah.
what do you think the fourth class should be? If you understand the three, that would kind of be the main structure.
And I mean, I think it should be pro sport, pro am, pro, and WMX, should it not? I don't know what other class. I
We
mean,
would
not
probably
saying
get
the
rid
other
of pro
classes aren't
sport.
important, but
We would probably get rid of pro sport.
oh, get rid of pro sport. Next class, honestly, 250 mod. 250
Okay.
mod is like the mini pro class.
Okay.
That
I
one
hadn't
was
heard.
pretty interesting, especially this year with Andrix Freeland. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and Siler Padusinak. And the rest of them. I mean, Lily Plaza raced that one too, and she was up there with them. So
I hadn't heard about that class, but things possible because what we're trying to do is bring more people into the sport
yeah.
and make a show out of it on Saturday. You get a 4 hour show. Show those are the 4 classes. Bang bang, and that's your live stream. Unfortunately, the other classes wouldn't get shown.
Oh, you mean like an interview type situation? Like a conference, I guess is the better word for it. Or
No, this is a full blown. Yeah, there would be some interviews in there, but
okay.
most part, they're going to talk about pro qualifying, rolling into first moto of whatever class they pick,
Yeah.
then your pro
Okay,
moto,
got
then another class, then another class, then you're right back starting it over, with a small break and some interviews with certain people after the first motos, and you're live streaming all of this, and you're trying to make an ATV MX show just
okay.
so that it can promote the sport.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Sounds like a lot of work. Uh, but I think it's great if it can be done. That would be really cool to see.
Well, it's going to take writers such as yourself to stand up and voice an opinion with the powers that be to make it happen.
Oh, gotcha.
Because the
Yeah.
program that it is right now isn't working.
Yeah. I mean, I could if you were saying like I should tell my dad about it, I could. But I feel like it goes beyond my dad. Like he can only
Right.
do so much.
Right.
You said like, yeah, he's a great promoter, all this, but it's like you have to have more than one good promoter for the whole series to work. And I mean, it's hard to get some of these other guys on board for that stuff, but it's not impossible.
Well, this is where racer productions or whoever's in charge of it needs to be involved, but step out of the way and let somebody spearhead this to help the industry grow. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I agree.
stagnate.
For
It's also
sure.
going to help your class because hopefully we could bring in more sponsors. You might like this, might not. Where if it brings more money, that means you're going to get more competitors.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you also might be looking at a rule change at some point also in your class.
I'm not a fan of the idea of that, but at the end of the day, I don't really care if it happens. I mean, obviously I'll follow the rules, but yeah, I prefer to stay on the bike I am, but I'm fine. I don't hate Yamahas. My dad just isn't a fan of the idea, and I just kind of do what he says. I just ride the bike.
It's a cost factor, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it goes the other way, and the pro class is your guys' class. and it opens up to hybrids. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, for my dad's sake, I would say I'm not a fan of the rule change idea.
I didn't think you would be, but I had to bring it up.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So as the year progressed and your speed got better and your finishes got better in 450A, did that help you at the end of the season in the WMX class?
I'd say maybe to an extent. I mean, the guys always, I mean, I'm a firm believer in racing with people who are faster than you makes you faster. So I would say yes. I gotta give them some credit, those guys. They're pretty fast. It was pretty cool at the last race to lead only a lap, but I led a lap for Moto2 450A, and it was nice. And then my muffler fell off, and I thought it was my head pipe, so I didn't completely slow down, but I was kind of like a little more cautious, not pushing as hard because I was like, whoa, I don't want to blow my bike up. And then the next lap, I saw my muffler laying on there, so then I picked up the pace a little more. But it was fun racing against those guys. Because some motos, I don't even touch those front guys like Vince Dillon and Casey Fancher and them. Like if they pull shot, pull away from everyone right off the rip. But yeah, I would say A. I love racing A. Probably more than WMX, honestly, just because it's less. I don't put any pressure on myself in A, so it's more just a for fun thing. And if I do good, that's great. It's a plus, a bonus. Yeah, boys definitely make you faster.
As the boys in that class transfer in and out, and you're not racing with some of them that you've raced with for years, is it different for the boys to pull off the track and see that they got beat by a girl?
I don't really know. I mean, I had a couple friends in 450A, like Lane McDaniel, and I would always tease him because I actually beat him most of the season. But my roommate's in the back. I don't know. But anyways, I would tease Lane about beating him, but he like it's fine because he can take it. He's jokes about it too. I don't know how the other guys feel, like the ones I don't really talk to. I'd imagine they don't like being beat by a girl, but that's really not my problem. If they don't want to be beat by a girl, then they got some other problems they need to figure out.
They need to get faster, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to sound like rude or anything, but that's just like the cold hard truth. Um, I don't think I have any haters in 450A, so
I don't think you do either. It's just fun to poke the boys because when I was racing and I got beat by a girl, you got teased pretty much immersively until you beat the girl.
well, it's become sort of a common thing now. If you look at like Lily Plaza and 250 Mod, she got fifth out of like probably at least 17 riders, 17 good riders. And then look even further down in the youth classes, Madison Shepard, a girl, she was my youth rider for WMX like a couple years ago. She was winning some of the 90 auto classes, I think, or one of the 90 shifter classes. Like it's becoming more of a common thing, and that's great to see. But yeah, the most annoying thing with it though is like when I would go to pass a guy and then they kind of like realized that it was me that passed them, and then they would like try to like speed up or like kind of get sketchy with me going in the next corner just to pass me back. Stuff like that could be annoying at times, but I mean, happy to just be out there.
So I take it you're not a Rubbings racing individual.
No, I've never been. I mean, there's really no excuse for that. It's just not how I ride. Not that that way is a terrible way to ride, but that's just not my style. And I feel like if I have to rub someone that often or bump someone in order to pass them, then I'm really not a better rider than them or that much faster than them. So that's just my
Right,
belief.
right. What was your favorite race this year?
Man, let me think about that one. Honestly, like race or just like with the like track or just like you mean like
Which the
moto?
the whole
I don't
thing,
know.
which was the best?
The whole thing. I honestly really enjoyed Bud's Creek this year. Usually I say Sunset's my favorite track, but Sunset didn't give me the best results this year compared to other years with 450A as well. So, which I mean is partly my fault, but not related to the track. But I think my best overall weekend this year was probably Bud's Creek.
What happened at Bud's Creek to make it so special?
Um, I don't know, the track elevation, the technicality of it. I just didn't make mistakes and some others did in 450A and WMX. The only thing I don't like about Bud's Creek is that first turn, the starting gate needs to be moved somewhere else because they may work for bikes, but quads going in there, especially 20 quads going through that tight little turn, no, it's kind of dangerous. But the rest of the track was pretty cool. They made some changes to the rollers, kind of close to the starting gate. They kind of widened them out and made them like have more flow, I would say. Yeah, and the rest of the track was good too.
Is it normal for you to be so humble?
I mean, that's just like a character trait. I try. I try to stay as humble as I can. I mean, I just don't think I've ever been a cocky person. At least I like to think that. And I don't want others to think I am as well. So that's something I hold high value towards. The one main
Well,
thing I want people to think of me would be humble rather than not.
well, when I was asking about your best course or your best race, I was thinking you were going to talk about your finishes as well. Maybe you won, both of the motos in WMX, or
Oh,
had a great
I mean, I
finish
can if you
in
want me
the.
to. I'm not sure I remember what exactly I got at Bud's. I think I got
No,
third
it's okay.
overall, maybe.
I know you got third at one of the races. I just don't remember which one it was either.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I either got third or fourth overall at Bud's, I think. I don't really remember. It's been a crazy year. Long year, even though there was less races on the schedule.
Are you guys going to opt out of going to Daytona again?
For WMX,
Yeah.
I would say yes. With me being in college, I mean, I don't really have the time to go all the way down there, nor do I have the time to really start riding until I get out of school. Um, Very minimal seat time in the spring till I get moved back home, which is fine. I mean, I chose this life and I would do it again and again. So yeah, I probably would not ever go back to Daytona, honestly, just because they always have it so early in the schedule, like in the spring.
Yeah, you didn't lose anything there, did you?
No, it was cool to go there the one year we did. It was a cool experience just because I've never been to the Speedway and haven't been there in general. But as far as the track went, it just wasn't very special. It was cool just to race there the one time, but it wouldn't be something I would want to do every year.
Right, right. If you got to pick the tracks that you raced on, are there any on the schedule that you would change and replace with a special event or a special racetrack that you like?
Oh yeah. I would definitely, I mean, I don't know or think it's going to be on the schedule next year, but I would replace Lake Sugar Tree with what's it called? Monster Mountain in Alabama, specifically at the big towards the beginning, first or second race of the schedule, because it gets hot down there. I know that. Monster Mountain seems like a cool track. I've never been to it, and I would like to go. Other than that, the only one I would probably replace would be Tomahawk, and I think a lot of people agree on that one. I'm not sure what I would replace it with. Probably just go back to Redbud, honestly. I really like Redbud.
Do you miss Loretta's?
Um, like 10% of me would say yes, just because of the creek and the like vibes of Loretta's, but the track, it's not a special track. It kind of grew on me the last year we were there, but I don't really care for the track. I don't really think I don't think it lives up to the hype it gets. So,
Well, they've been racing ATV motorcycles there for a number of years.
yeah. I don't know. It's just a pretty mid track in my opinion.
The best track on the series is which one?
Well, I always say my favorite's Sunset Ridge. They kind of tamed stuff down this year though. The dirt's not the same. It's not as rough as it used to get, so I don't know if it's really my favorite anymore. Layout is perfect though. I don't know what my favorite track would be. I liked Iron Man a lot this year, so we'll go with Iron Man. I like their changes.
You're supposed to say Briarcliff.
Oh yeah, that's what they always say. You're supposed to say track. Well,
I'm sure you like your home track.
I do. I am very appreciative to have what I have so close to me. But I mean, it gets to a point. I'm this. I don't want to sound ungrateful at all. It's just when you ride there as often as I do by myself, like I mean, it gets boring. It gets repetitive. So I like being able to go to other tracks, and the only time I get to is when we're racing. So,
how about there's a lot of different events out there that go on in the ATV world.
Sorry, what?
Is there a dream race? Pardon?
A dream race?
Is there a dream race that you would like to participate in?
I don't really know much about the Works series, but that seems cool out west. Like specifically, the one in what's it called? Glen Helen?
Okay.
That's in California, right?
Yes.
I think that would be cool. Even just to ride, not even like an event, but just to like go out west and ride with like the mountain ranges in the background. I think that would be really cool. Just to experience that.
So you wouldn't want to do any of the big desert races or things like Rendezvous where you got to go racing in France or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't really know anything about those. Like I just found out about that Rendezvous, however you say it, from Mason Jackson and Nick Janusa went over there and did that. I don't really know what that one entails either, but that seems really cool.
Are you ready to be captivated by one of nature's masterpieces? Discover the breathtaking beauty of Antelope Slot Canyon, a natural wonder in Page, Arizona. Join us on a guided tour and immerse yourself in the mystical light beams, rich colors, and serene landscapes. With tours at prime sunbeam hours, experience photographer's paradise and capture memories that will last a lifetime. Comfortable shoes, a camera, and a smile are all you need for this adventure. Book your journey today at Antelope Slot Canyon Tours and let the canyon enchant you. Please visit us now, antelopeslotcanyon.com, for more details.
And I would love just to be in France and explore the city after or not the city, that's a country, but like whatever city they were near. That would be really fun. Really
It's out in the
expensive,
country.
but
It's out in the country. So you're out there hanging out in the cornfield. You're actually going to think it's kind of like home.
yeah,
Really.
yeah, that would be really
The
fun.
difference is it's a 3-day event. You race 2 days. There's a big spectacle the night before. I think that it's something that if you ever get a chance to experience it, you have to jump on it because it is super, super
Yeah,
cool.
it does sound really cool. Or even just to ride anywhere internationally, like some of the tracks that, I mean, I know their tracks in other countries are a lot different style than ours. It would be cool just to ride those to experience new things, stuff I'm not used to. So
It really would be. It would really be awesome to do something like that. I hope you get that opportunity. Um,
yeah,
it's just everything comes down to funding, right?
right. Yeah. Yep.
I
Maybe
already
if I
know.
chose the life I chose, because my life is pretty expensive for my dad right now.
Don't let it beat you up. Hopefully that the education you gain set you on a career path and your success and happiness is all he ever wants to see.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it even came down to it too, I mean, school is priority over racing. So if I had to choose between the two, I would choose school. Um, because I mean that is my future. So
That's true. That is very true. Very, very true. As much as I don't want to swallow that pill, it's so true.
yeah, it'd be different if our pro guys were getting $1 million for championships like the dirt bikes, but just sadly
I
not the
agree.
case.
Don't you wish? We all wish you could make a career out of it, but unfortunately, in our little niche of the world, where not everybody's going to get paid. A couple people are, but not everybody.
Yeah, that's
What's your
another reason I
favorite?
like. Sorry, I
No,
don't
go
know.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's another thing, like going back to the perspective thing, like me realizing like this is supposed to be for fun. Like, so why am I stressing over it so much and the little things, like that really changed for me too. Just mainly enjoying what I do and not taking it too seriously.
I agree. You can't because it is supposed to be fun. Speaking of fun, what's your favorite race day snack?
You stay snack. See, like when I ride, I'm never hungry on race days, but I force myself to eat for my energy levels, obviously, so I'm not falling asleep on the gate. So I usually like it depends because it was different, obviously, when we were at my track than the other rounds. So I'll just do like the for other rounds, like me and my dad traveling to the tracks. He alternates between making eggs and sausage and potatoes in the morning for breakfast. And then like morning he'll do pancakes and sausage. So I'll either eat those things for breakfast, and then lunch I usually do like a ham and cheese sandwich and maybe either a yogurt, like a cup of yogurt and granola, or some like strawberries. I always eat bananas. I eat at least like 2 bananas on race days. Um, yeah, I always have a little snack here and there in between motos. But and dinner is just kind of unrelated. I don't know if you want to hear about dinner, but
No, I just wanted to get a brief idea of what you like to snack on during the day.
yeah, mainly
I
like bananas and yogurt for snacks.
Nice. I already know what your answer is going to be, but I want to hear you say it. What's your favorite quad?
Favorite quad?
Yeah.
Obviously my Honda. Um, I like the
What
Honda.
is it?
I'm just a Honda stan. Honda stan. Um, my
Is
hybrid
it a
technically. My CRF
right
450. Yep.
in a Honda
CRF.
chassis or aftermarket chassis?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Honda chassis, but don't quote me on that. Not even sure if I know what a chassis is, but that sounds right.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna have a serious conversation with your dad to break all this stuff down for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get
He
you some
won't.
flashcards.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I would love to like learn more because it's like honestly embarrassing how I don't know these things, but I know like I'm a girl, so that's my excuse because I'm gonna call them out. I know boys or at least one boy who does not know this like he knows the same amount that I do, and that's Mr. Lane McDaniel. So I don't know if he's listening to this, but I know he don't know how to do much either.
Well, maybe we'll get Olivia to come over and teach you because she's pretty mechanically inclined and I think knows her machine inside now.
Wow. I wish I could. I wish I could be like her. I'm gonna
Well,
need to ask her for some like lessons or something.
well, you should. You should. Um, Before I let you go, what's your major right now in college?
Yeah, right now I'm a marketing major, but I've given it some thought and taken some classes, and I'm pretty sure I want to switch my major to accounting and minor in marketing instead. I just haven't made the trip over to the building yet to do that, but yeah, I think that's the plan.
You like numbers?
I didn't think I did until after taking an accounting class, although it was just the basic like level, but I am going to be taking another one in the spring and go from there. But I feel mostly it's about the job market. Like there's specific areas of marketing that I'm interested in, but it's very hard to find jobs for those compared to accounting. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I still got a lot of time left, but
Not as much as you think.
oh, I know, don't remind me. I don't want to become a real adult.
You're already more responsible than 50% of the population of the planet. So um, put a feather in your cap and take that. I want to
I'll take
ask you this. That brought up another question. All of the time you've spent disciplined with ATV motocross, how do you think that sets you up for your academics and your outlook on life? Do you think that you are more prepared to go and fight for a job in the industry of your choice or less prepared?
100% it has like racing has definitely shaped my entire personality. Not like in the sense as I'm like my whole personality is based off racing. It's just really shaped my character like through the years. And I think it does that to most people. It takes a certain type of discipline, not just for the sport, but like your everyday life. It like what's it called? It like butterfly effect. Like it flows into your everyday life also. Like for example, at school and like going to all my classes, make sure I wake up and have a routine and like sticking to it. Uh Getting good grades, just all that stuff. I joined this student organization called the Shay last year, and that one was kind of difficult to get into, and I was really proud of myself for being picked and accepted. But being in the Shay, it is kind of a lot of work if you want to make an impact and like get a leadership position and stuff like that. And that's still something I'm working towards, but that's a goal. But it like discipline is a big thing, honestly, and just simply like unrelated to school, working out every day, like I go to the gym or every day. At least last year I did. I'm getting back into it now since I just got back to school. But yeah, racing has definitely taught me discipline, like mental toughness as well. Yeah.
That's outstanding. I just wish that more people would get involved in sports,
Yeah.
things that are going to push them to be basically a better human, because yeah,
Yeah.
it's an individual sport, but you could easily do things to hurt other people, and you don't. You ride with their safety as much in mind as your own, as well as these
Hmm.
other sports people could get into and just raise the bar up for themselves and society.
Yeah. Also, another thing, a trait I picked up from racing is just like, I guess I was a little more introverted when I first started racing the nationals. I didn't really talk to a lot of people. I kept to myself. I was young though, younger, but racing has definitely taught me how to like branch out, and so like my social skills have grown, and also like public speaking has grown a lot too. Made me more comfortable, more extroverted, I feel. So,
Well, that is true, because the first time that you came on the show, you were a little shy. Now you're not afraid to say anything that you want to say, and you just talk.
yeah.
It's much
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah, I've grown really comfortable with talking more. I used to not like to talk at all. Like even for like podiums, like when I was winning like the girls 8 to 13 class, I actually hated going on the podium, and I have asked my dad before, maybe not for nationals, but like local races. I'm like, can I not go on the like do I have to go on the podium after? Can I just go to the trailer? Like stuff like that. But I've definitely come a long way.
Well, it's making you the woman you are. Look out, world. Kinsey Osborn's coming, and I don't think she's going to be afraid.
Yeah, hopefully.
I can already tell you're not afraid. You could just see it in your face.
No, no, I'm not. Just hope
I mean,
everything goes well this year and next year.
how scary could it be to go to a boardroom to talk to people, or to talk to somebody about their accounting needs, versus hitting a triple in fourth gear?
Yeah, I would say definitely the triple because I'm not a big jumper.
Answered your
I've
own
kind of,
question.
yeah, I've gotten a little more comfortable with bigger jumps this year, but still not fully.
Well, you're doing great. Congratulations on your fourth consecutive title. Hello, I'm your host, Leonard Duncan. Welcome to a new episode of ATV-TALK and Motorsports Podcast. Please join us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We bring you interviews with industry professionals, live events, live news about the motorsports industry in every episode. Enjoy the show.